I sure took you a good time getting here.
Good morning.
It was my fault, sir. I wasn't quite ready when Officer Cleaver called for me.
Heavy day last night, huh, kid?
The storm this morning apparently caused a brief power failure in my quarters, which inhibited immediate activation.
Couldn't you just say your alarm clock didn't go off?
Yes, sir. My alarm clock didn't go off.
Check it and see if there's a phone listed there, will you?
Then what are they doing?
I didn't know they were up there now.
Man, you lied to me. You're just like everybody else. You're a liar.
My name is Joe Cleaver. For 14 years, I've been partnered with the man on my left here, Bill Bundy. We never had a secret from each other until now. This good-looking kid on my right, a rookie cop called Haven, he's the secret. He looks human, talks and acts human, but he's not. He's an android, a robot, the perfect cop. The cop of the future, a future cop.
Ta-da!
There is a 61% probability, therefore, the location is Santa Monica Municipal.
How could he know all of that? Man, that's the fastest white boy I ever seen.
Yeah, I know. Good morning.
Haven isn't quite ready yet, Mr. Cleaver.
Well, you know, we're a little late, and what's the matter? The kid have a tough night last night? Never mind, I'll get him going.
Don't go in there, Mr. Cleaver. Not just yet.
Why, is there something wrong?
Certainly not. Now, if you just wait out here, I'll call you. It won't be too long. Not at all. If there was a voltage drop in the auxiliary power system, that might very well have shorted. Mr. Cleaver, I asked you not to come in. Please, you shouldn't see him like this.
Oh, what happened?
Well, during the night we had a power failure. It only lasted for a couple of seconds, but apparently was long enough to short out the main locomotion system.
I know. Let's inject 2,000 volts. It might clear out the circuit.
It might also short out the whole locomotion unit.
Doctor, do we have a choice?
Try 1,000 volts. Might activate the gears.
Yes, Doctor.
Excuse me, Doc, but do you remember once before when something like this happened and you discovered that it was his, what'd they call it? His central diode. Remember?
Diodes, yes.
If it was the central diode, no locomotion would occur. But the chart reads normal.
But we never tested the central diode, did we?
No, there was no need to.
I'm ready with 1,000 volts, Dr. Tingley.
Just a moment. Try the central diode.
Ready, Doctor?
Ready.
Hey, it worked. Hi, kid.
Good evening, sir.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, sir.
All systems are okay.
You hear that, kid?
Yes, sir, all systems are okay.
Mr. Cleaver, they certainly are. I'm really embarrassed. I should have realized the problem might have been that simple.
Well, my dear, sometimes the simplest things are the hardest. Anyway, we know that he's okay. That's all that counts. Hey, kid, going downstairs for a cup of coffee. I'll see you in the car, okay? Thanks, Doc.
Thank you.
Thought you didn't like her coffee.
Oh, it's like lye. Helps keep my blood boiling.
Sure it does.
Well, you guys sure took you a good time getting here.
It was my fault, sir. I wasn't quite ready when Officer Cleaver called for me.
Oh. Heavy day last night, huh, kid?
Well, not exactly, sir. The storm this morning apparently caused a brief power failure in my quarters, which inhibited immediate activation.
Couldn't you just say your alarm clock didn't go off?
Yes, sir. My alarm clock didn't go off.
Peg, come on. Don't you love me this morning? Let's go, honey.
Sure, Joe. Coming right up.
I'd like a room, single.
You, registered single. Means no company allowed.
I'd just like a room, single.
I'll be $10 in advance.
Could I have something facing the street, say the 10th floor?
1022. And it's payment in advance every day before 1 o'clock.
I'll only be staying today.
Jane Smith. You call if you need anything, Miss Smith. Anything at all.
Thanks, Peg.
You're welcome.
Boy, what a chow. How can you always be so hungry, Joe?
Kid, tell him how important breakfast really is, will you?
Yes, sir. Most leading nutritionists now agree, sir, that the body, after working throughout the night, metabolizing the foods ingested during the day, requires a reasonable amount of food, fuel, if you will, sir, to function at peak efficiency. And to get the brain off to a good start, a large amount of carbohydrates is considered desirable.
See? Brain food.
Yeah. You look like you're getting smarter by the minute.
Yes, Mr. America.
Kid, you're so smart. What do the experts say about the generation gap?
Oh, so that's it, huh? You having a little trouble with daughter Natalie, huh, partner?
No, I wouldn't exactly call it trouble, Joe. It was more like lack of communication.
If I may say so, sir, the so-called generation gap is not a modern phenomenon. It was noted by Aristotle. A quote, "Our children fail to comprehend their elders and thus fail to respect them. But the fault lies equally with the elders who also fail to respect their children and their new ideas." Now, that was written in 341 BC.
Does he have to do that? You were saying?
She came over for dinner last night, and I just blew sky high. I told her, Natalie, unless you hit those books, no more allowance, which means no more apartment, no more car, no more nothing. Well, we got mad at each other, and she finally walked out. I'm telling you, Joe, I just can't seem to get through to her. She's gonna jump!
She's gonna jump! What's that clown jumping around for?
He's pointing at a young woman, sir.
She's gonna jump. Is she good looking?
Oh, very attractive, sir. And quite agile. She's standing on a foot-wide ledge, 10 stories up.
Hey, on the 10th floor, front, you got a jumper.
Oh, 1022. She just came in.
I'll see you upstairs.
Shake the register, kid. Madeline, we got a jumper at the Grand Hotel. Yeah.
Jane Smith, sir.
Jane Smith.
They write their names in. I don't ask for no ID.
Don't come near me.
You kidding? Well, I wouldn't go out there on a bet. I get dizzy just climbing a ladder.
Go away.
You want to talk?
No, I don't want to talk about anything.
1267 Sutter Street. City. What city?
Sir, the nearest Sutter Street is in San Francisco. There is a Sutton Street in Los Angeles and also in Bakersfield. There is a Sutton Drive in...
Okay. Me with no breakfast. She must have heard of the deluxe accommodations. What's your name?
None of your business.
Look, well, you're making up your mind whether or not you really want to jump, why not at least be comfortable? Why don't you let me get your jacket for you?
You don't believe I'm serious, do you? Well, you just watch.
No, I believe you're serious. It's just that it's such a shame. Young, pretty girl like you.
Oh, with my whole life ahead of me? I've heard that before. Doesn't change my mind.
I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to get some talk between us. I got a daughter about your age, so I know there's no way in the world I'm going to change your mind.
Then leave me alone.
Okay, but let me get your jacket first, then we'll talk, huh?
There's nothing to talk about.
You know, my daughter always says that. But there's always something to talk about. And there's always somebody that will understand.
I suppose you're the one?
Well, try me.
Why would you, a street cop who's never seen me before, be so interested?
Because you're standing out there shivering. And you're a human being.
I'm telling you, there's nothing to talk about.
At least give me a chance to try. First, let me get your jacket, okay?
Bill, you talk to her?
Yeah, she looks like she could go any second. I told her I'd get a jacket, stall for time, you know?
Okay, all right, go ahead. Listen, you be careful, you understand?
Right.
All right.
You can reach it?
Don't try to grab me.
I won't. I gave you my word. Just trust me. Here you go. You're doing fine.
Just remember, you try anything, I'll jump.
Excuse me, sir. Just a minute, just a minute. Here we are, here we are. Helen Montoya, 27 West Barrow Street.
Yes, sir.
Listen, check it and see if there's a phone listed there, will you? Come on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're doing fine. That's great.
You gave me your word.
Yeah, and I meant it.
Then what are they doing?
I didn't know they were up there. Now, you
Man,
gotta
you
believe
lied
me.
to me. You're just like everybody else. You're a liar.
Grab her hand. Grab her hand.
Please help me.
Take it easy. Easy now. You'll be all right. Just take it easy.
Yeah, that's it. Nice and slow. Easy. Easy does it. That's it, girl. That's it, girl. That's good. Just a little bit more now. Good. Now, why don't you just stand there and just rest for a minute? Then we'll talk some more, okay?
Why did you lie to me?
No, I didn't lie to you. Honest, you gotta believe me. I didn't know they were up there. Besides, what difference does it make? They couldn't keep you from jumping. All I want to do is talk.
Oh, I don't want to talk.
Get back. Please, now, back up. Everybody on the curb now. Come on, move back.
Look, how about if we got your mom over here? Would you talk to her?
You know what she'd say? Go ahead and jump. Because she hates me. You know what her favorite name is for me? Rotten. You're a rotten daughter, Helen. And that's what she likes to say to me. Instead of good morning, it's, you're a rotten daughter, Helen.
How about your dad?
He's a nice guy.
Oh, good. Why don't we just call him up and get him over here?
You a magician?
I'm sorry.
No. I don't mean he's dead. I don't know. I haven't seen him for years. He couldn't stand her either.
Do you know where he is?
No.
Then your mom must know. Why don't we just call her up and get him over here?
We don't have a phone. Besides, she doesn't know where he is either.
Well, why don't we at least ask her? Is she home now?
Oh, she's at work.
Where's that?
The Dixie Ballroom. 15 cents a minute, $7.50 an hour. Now she's a real lady.
Come on, kid.
You're wasting your time.
Well, at least we could give it a try. Okay?
But you stay here.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Not for 1 second.
Kid, come on. You guys take off. Come on, split.
I'm here. Just take it easy.
This is Lou Irwin atop the arcade building in downtown Los Angeles.
Move back. Come on, move back. Back on the curb. Captain?
Chief Joseph, you remember Cleaver and Haven.
How do you do, sir?
Yes, of course. I see an officer is talking to the young woman, and fire department rescue units are on the job. That's very good.
Yes, sir. We're on our way to pick up the mother, sir.
Good, good. We'll get her in no time.
Yes, sir. They'll get her in all right, but Bundy will do all the work. Come on. Sure. Bundy will talk the girl in, but it'll be us to scrape off the cement.
You're absolutely correct, sir. Officer Bundy will convince the young lady to come in.
We hope.
She has no intention of jumping, sir.
Come on, kid. That girl isn't out in that ledge, you know, just to get away from the smog.
No, sir, but her pulse varies from 83 to 101, and her blood pressure has never exceeded 130 over 96. Both readings only slightly higher than normal, which indicates no genuine fright.
She's not frightened?
No, sir, and her respiration rate confirms this. It is slightly above 22.
Come on, kid. That girl is in her right mind, so those numbers don't mean a thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but her mental stability in no way affects her vital signs. A true jumper, sir, is classically ambivalent. That is to say they want to die, and at the same time they do not want to. This ambivalence would in and of itself create great fear. I repeat, sir, the young lady displays none of this.
Yeah? And what is she doing out there?
I'm sorry, sir. The data available at this time is insufficient to answer that question.
Yeah? Well, all I know is she's out in that ledge.
Yes, sir, that is a fact.
Chief, pull that net up. We don't want to frighten her.
They want us to hold off for a while. They're afraid she'll panic. Haul it up, fellas.
Now just take it easy. They won't try anything anymore.
If they do, I swear I'll jump.
Hi, what's up?
We want to see the owner of this joint.
What's she done?
What's it to you, knothead? Now just stand over there by the door and be quiet, huh? Official business.
Cleaver! Joseph Aloysius Cleaver, little fool!
Sal, for crying out loud!
You're a sight for sore eyes!
Sal, how long has it been? 10, 12 years?
Near 20. Hey, let me look at you. Ah, you ain't changed a bit. Not even your appetite.
Yeah. But what are you doing here? Last I heard, you were doing 1 to 5.
That was back in '64. I just finished at 2 to 5 at Tehachapi. My last husband left me this joint. May he rest in peace. Hey, who's your good-looking young friend?
Oh, this is my partner, Haven. Kid, I want you to meet Selena Sal, the best lady con artist this side of the Rockies.
How do you do, ma'am?
Ma'am, well, a polite cop. Where'd you find him, in a Crack Attack box?
Yeah.
All right, Cleaver. Look, the only law I broke since jail's been overtime parking. And I know you ain't here on a social call. So what do you want?
Listen, Sal, you got a Darlene Montoya working for you?
Yeah, she's over there in the orange dress. Only been here a week. I figured it'd only be a matter of time before the cops paid her a visit.
How do you mean?
Well, she's Nick Redmont's old lady.
Nick Redmont?
Yeah. You sent him up yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, twice.
Hey, what's her problem?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Stay around here, kid.
Come Come on, pretty boy. I'll buy you a drink, and you can just tell me all about it.
I don't drink, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what they all say at first. The usual line.
You won't even go over there and try to talk to her?
I'm saying it's just a come-on. She's done this before. To get attention, to make people feel sorry for her. She's a great little actress.
Well, you may be right. But are you willing to take the chance?
She said you're here to find her father. Find her father.
Lady, by the time we get him down from San Quentin, your daughter's problems could be solved one way or the other.
I probably shouldn't tell you this, but Nick isn't in prison.
What do you mean he isn't in prison? I know he's up there, and he's not eligible for parole for another 3 years.
The day before yesterday, he called me. Here. He sounded almost like he was around the corner. He didn't say where he was. Only that he might be out. Soon. And legally.
And that's all?
That's all. Except a little while later, I got another call from Carl Jadwin.
Carl Jadwin? You mean the...
Nick's former boss. He said he'd heard Nick was talking to the U.S. attorney, and that I should tell Nick this was a mistake, a big one. Now, please, leave me alone, will you? You want to think I'm a bad mother? All right, so I'm a bad mother. So what else is new?
Look, lady, good, bad, or indifferent doesn't matter with me. All I know is that your daughter's doing a balancing act 10 stories up, and we gotta get her in.
She wants her father. Go find him.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Yeah.
You and Darlene have a nice talk?
Oh, yes, very educational.
She looks a little shook.
Well, you'd be shook too, Sal, if somebody just told you that you'd inherited $10 million. Come on, kid.
Oh, Darlene!
Kid, you know where the federal building is?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna find out if the Attorney General knows where Nick Redmond is. Come on, let's drive. You drive.
You're a good wheelman, Roy.
Well, thank you, Mr. Jadwin. Mr. Jadwin, I don't like having to waste those 2 police officers.
They're expendable.
Everybody on the curb now. Come on, move back.
It's difficult to imagine any more poignant drama than the drama unfolding before our very eyes. Up to now, the police officer has been the only person able to make contact with the young woman. And at this moment, we have neither the identity of the officer or the woman. From where we are on top of the arcade building, I can see the rescue squad on the roof of the building across the way and below on the street. The fire and police department have set up operations to assist the brave officer.
Well, I spoke to the travel agent, and he says I have a choice of 6 European tours.
Natalie, it's your father.
The girl to jump. And that police officers are at this moment attempting to locate relatives. But
Oh my
as you
God,
can see,
it is.
the difference
He's trying to talk
life
that
and
girl
death
out of
for this young
jumping.
woman is but a pitiful few inches of stone ledge and parapet. And what has maintained that difference has been the unselfish vigil of the police officer, who continues his conversation with the girl.
We return now to our national and world news.
Move back. Come on, move back.
He said my dad would be here.
He will. You gotta give him time to find him.
He came to me once before when I needed him.
And he will again.
You know, I don't think I was more than 5. I was lost. I went up to this house, and I said, "Find my daddy." I was so scared, I only knew my first name. Find my daddy, he'll take me home. You know what? They found him.
You know, you may not believe this. Same thing happened to my daughter. I guess she was about 5'2". I got a call from a movie theater. She told him who she was and where she lived. She wasn't gonna budge until I came for her.
You must have been very happy to see her.
Happy? You kidding? I cried.
You're a good father. I'm gonna jump.
No, please, no, wait. They're gonna find him. He'll be here. Trust me.
Man, you're lying to me.
No, I'm not lying. Trust me.
Trust you? Why should I? I mean, you're only stalling for time.
That's right, I'm stalling. Because I'm trying to keep you alive.
Well, then find my father. Soon.
Cleaver, I already told you, Mr. Barnes is not here.
And I'm telling you again, Brad, this is a matter of life and death.
Don't do this to me, please, Joe.
Look, kid, I've known you ever since you were a rookie cop, before you decided to go straight and went to law school. So don't pull this official stuff on me. Now, come on, where is he?
He's with a witness we stashed away for trial.
Nick Redmont?
Who?
Brad. It's Redmont's daughter who's on the ledge.
Come on, Cleaver, will you get out of here? I don't want to hear anything more about it.
You see what happens to some people when they get too warm and cozy, kid? They're afraid to get caught outside the rule book because they might wind up in Cotton Corners, Montana, or some other place where they can't make points for themselves. That's about it, isn't it, Brad?
That's it, Cleaver. Either you get out or I call a marshal to escort you.
Brad, how would you like it if the newspapers got a very reliable tip? U.S. attorney to offer Nick Redmont as key witness. Well, your guys would turn this town upside down looking for that leak. And won't they be surprised when they find out where it came from?
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't?
Look, we made a deal with Redmont. He testifies next week against Carl Jadwin. Now, if we get a conviction, which is guaranteed with Redmont's testimony, Redmont's paroled, he's given a new identity and location. I mean, if we toss back one minnow for a shark, it's a good trade.
Not so good for that kid up on the ledge, though.
Joe, what do you want me to do? I can't tell you where Redmont is. I mean, the whole operation might be compromised.
Then call Barnes. Let him decide. Oh, don't worry. I won't look.
$17, please. This is Bradley. I got a couple of police officers here who want to talk to Mr. Barnes. Well, when will he be back? Try and find him, will you? It's urgent. He's out. They think he's playing golf. They don't know where.
Playing golf? Oh, come on.
Look, I'll talk to Hamilton. Maybe he'll okay it.
Hamilton? He can't even go to the men's room without Barnes' permission.
Joe, do I ask him or not?
So ask him.
I'll be right back.
Oh, I tell you, the more you stir this thing, the thicker it gets.
Five. 555. Those were the first three numbers, sir.
What?
8, no. 9, no. 4, yes. And another 4. 2, yes. 0. 555-4420. That was the number Mr. Bradley called, sir.
Call it, call it.
Yes, sir.
Embassy Hotel.
17, please.
Bungalow 17. I'll ring.
Bungalow 17.
We're back again, continuing the coverage from downtown Los Angeles. Stand by for further updates.
Most people think about themselves first. It's only human nature. It's what you call survival instinct. You'd be surprised. Most people really do care about other people. That's why we're all up here with you.
Come on. Everybody's up here for the sideshow. I mean, I'm making a real spectacle of myself.
Message from Cleaver. He wants us to check all the local golf courses for U.S. Attorney Barnes.
Have Central Dispatch do it by telephone.
Yes, sir.
Is he making any headway?
Considerable.
Considerable? She's still out there.
That's considerable, sir. Believe me.
There he is.
That's Nick Redmond, sir?
Who is it?
Cleaver, Southeast Division. Listen, Bradley just called you a little while ago, right? Well, we were there when he made the call. Hi.
How'd you find us?
I'll tell you about that later. Right now, we gotta get your boy Redmond down to the Grand Hotel.
I know all about it. Bradley called back after you left. We're trying to find Barnes.
Yeah, so's the whole police force. We haven't got time for that.
Joe, I can't do a thing without Barnes's authorization.
What's the matter with you guys? Don't you know what's happening out there? Here, let me show you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just learned the identity of the girl. She is Helen Redmond, the 19-year-old daughter of a former gang figure, Nicholas Redmond. Meanwhile, this life and death struggle here continues, and we are informed that a new danger has presented itself. And that is the condition of the 50-year-old Grand Hotel itself. We understand that the ledge that the girl is standing on, which has been worn and eroded through decades of weather, that ledge might very well collapse under her.
Who's gonna take the responsibility for that, huh?
Now we switch back to the studio and...
Yeah.
Okay, get Redmond.
Redmond? Mike? Take a look at this.
My daughter comes first. Redmond.
But, sir...
Not now, kid. Come on, let's go.
Get a clean shot at him now, Mr. Chadwick. Yes, we will, Rod. We'll just have to go all the way.
Yes, sir, Captain. Mr. Redmond will be there any second now.
Nice work, Cleaver.
Thank you, sir.
Helen, your dad's on his way.
You trying to trick me?
No, so help me. He'll be here any minute.
Well, now the girl see her father, she'll come in, and Bundy will sure be glad.
And Mr. Redmond is not the girl's father, sir.
Boy, will Bundy be glad. What?
Mr. Redmond is not the girl's father, sir.
Of course he's her father. What's the matter with you? Well, certainly he's her father.
I'm receiving a 99% probability on that, sir. Negative.
Haven, what are you talking about?
Mr. Redmond's eyes are brown. Mrs. Redmond's eyes are also brown. The girl's eyes are blue. The likelihood of such a recessive gene appearing is 95% negative, sir. Add to this the texture of the girl's hair. Fine. Both Mr. and Mrs. Redmond have coarse hair. The genetic probability of two coarse-haired parents producing a fine-haired child is less than 3%, sir. In addition to this...
Hold it. So that's why you said that girl wasn't scared when she was up there on that ledge, huh? Sure, she knew what she was doing all the time. This girl's got to be a plant.
Yes, sir, and so is the brown-eyed mother.
Sure, this is a setup to pull Nick out into the open.
That is correct, sir. The probability is they will waylay him on the way to the hotel.
Waylay my foot. They'll knock him off the minute he sticks his head in that window.
Oh, that is an even greater probability, sir.
1 franc 5. This is 1 franc 5. Patch me through to Captain Skaggs right away. Code 2.
Yes. Yes, I understand. Give this to Bundy.
Look, my daughter's up there. Come on, take me in.
Of this ordeal on...
Well, where is he?
You waited this long, you can wait another minute.
What are you talking to me like that for? I thought you were my friend.
Well, I'm your friend, honey. You'll see.
Take me to her.
Nick, before I do, I want you to take a good look at her.
Okay, let's go.
Look in the mirror. Now tell me, is that your daughter?
No. No, that's not mine.
What's happening? Where is my father?
I told you, in a minute.
You're lying.
Sweetie, I never told a lie in my life.
Get some men over to that building.
Get on it, Fisk.
Yes, sir.
There's a gunman in that building. I can't see him.
Keep Redmond out of sight.
Well, sir, why don't you let Haven take a look? He's got awful good eyes, sir.
I see him, sir.
Without glasses?
Hey, use the glasses, kid. Use the glasses.
He's on the 9th floor, 5th window from the left.
Fisk, 9th floor, 5th window from the left. South side.
Secure all exits. Close the elevator. Block the stairwells. Come on, let's go.
I'm tired of waiting. waiting. He's not coming. This is it.
Sir, I suggest you move away from the window as soon as possible.
Wait, where are you going? You said you wouldn't leave me.
So I lied.
Something's done wrong, Mr. Jadwood. The girl's moving back inside. Now she'll talk.
Back up.
I won't miss this time. Drop it!
Captain, we've got him in custody.
Thanks, Fisk. They got him. Tell her she can come in now.
All right. The bad man with the gun is gone. Why don't you come on in?
Please.
Sir, the young lady's fear is quite genuine this time. Pulse 150, blood pressure 160/100, respiration 25. In point of fact, sir, she's really in trouble.
Tell her to hang on. Tell her we'll get her in.
Don't let me fall. They paid me a lot of money to do this. They said it was a publicity stunt. Please help me.
Well, here we go again, huh?
Hey, you fallen, so help me. I've had it with you. Huh. Back up. Everybody back up. Move back.
All right, now get up. Come on, you can make it. Stand up.
Don't let me
Get back. Please, now, back up.
Hang on to me, Joe.
I got you.
Come on, stand up. I'm gonna pull you all the way around. You ready? Come on. Come on. Hey, Joe. You won't believe this. I'm afraid of high places.
Hold it, Bunny. Let's get a picture.
Hold it, please.
Thank you.
Boy, am I glad that's so.
Daddy.
I'll see you later.
I learned something from you today.
Yeah, not to be a cop, huh?
I learned you have to try to communicate, to listen to each other. I was so proud of you the way you tried to talk that girl in. She was listening to you when you were listening to her.
The girl was a circus aerialist. She's a professional. You know, they hired her for the job. She was just acting.
But you weren't.
Officer Bundy seems to have solved his generation gap difficulty, sir.
Yeah, but it's not that easy, kid. You wait till it happens to you, you'll see.
I will, sir.
You betcha. Come on, kid, my stomach's growling.
Yes, sir.